Hello! It's Sarai and our guides had such a beautifully encouraging message for us when I did the energy reading for this full moon in Virgo happening on February 24th. This particular reading was so layered, and I believe it's because they're trying to prepare us as much as possible for this transition from winter into spring. What we're going to see from the earth that can be reflected in each of our spirits is a shift from rest and reflection to an increased pace of life and more divinely guided actions. Before we get into the 5 reassuring messages our spiritual teams left for the collective, I want to break down the numerology and the astrological aspects of this full moon in Virgo. The moon heavily influences our emotions on an energetic level. When the moon is full, it's illuminating all the things in our lives that are and are not serving our highest good. This is why when the moon is full, it's a good time to release all the things that are no longer serving you. This full moon being in Virgo is putting an emphasis on paying attention to the little details in our lives, the dynamics with people and things that we're giving a lot of energy to, and if there are any areas where we can introduce some more structure that would improve the quality of our lives. We are also now in Pisces season, and considering it's the last sign of the zodiac cycle, it comes with a lot of wisdom. So this is the perfect time to welcome in more knowledge and use this full moon to release a closed mindset. I also want us to take note of the fact that this full moon in Virgo is occurring on 2/24/24. In numerology, the number 2 signifies a need for balance and emotional stability in life. Angel number 24 comes with an encouraging message that all of your hard work is leading to the success that you desire, and 24/24 repeated is a sign to welcome in positive changes. All of this is in such alignment with the reading that I did and with the natural timing of the earth as we move from winter to spring. So let's get into these 5 messages the collective received for this full moon in Virgo, and on the screen I will display all the cards that came out during the reading that led to my interpretation of the energy we're receiving for this full moon. The first message that the collective received for this full moon in Virgo is to embrace where we are in the present. Our team is giving us a gentle reminder that we're still technically in winter, meaning any stillness that we may experience in any aspect of our life, whether it be like a lack of social interactions or financial resources at a standstill, whatever it is, it's purposeful. The energetic purpose of winter is to allow us to search within for the answers we're seeking. The blueprint to our own individual lives has always been within us, and this is why during winter there's always a calling for introspective exploration, so we can find our way back to ourselves. It may seem like you're working so hard with no substantial results, but your team is reminding you that you're living a sacred plan that God has created just for you. Everything happening is according to divine guidance and intervention, so use these last few weeks of winter to search within for peace and clarity. To avoid the feeling of escapism, as in running from the accountability winter reflection brings to rush to the busy distractions of spring, your team is asking that you lovingly accept and embrace where you are in life. They also want you to have a positive mindset when you're reflecting on your current reality. This is to help you move into spring with an open heart, therefore attracting new manifestations and opportunities. The second message from our team was so encouraging, and I hope it brings a lot of you reassurance. You are so close to your breakthrough, to finally catching up to your success story, to living the life you've always dreamt you would, and that is why your current reality feels so uncomfortable. Your spirit energetically feels what's coming, but when you look around and you don't see the changes happening in your life, it can be very disheartening. So your team is sending you love and confirmation that things indeed are going to take a positive turn for you. The 9 of Wands card comes with the energy of resilience and being on that last stretch right before victory. That's normally when you're exhausted and losing faith right before the battle is won. The Nine of Cups reminds you of why you keep going, bringing the energy of living a comfortable life full of ease and luxury and basking in all that you've worked so hard for. Another thing I find so interesting about these two cards coming out is that angel number 99 signifies a huge breakthrough in your spiritual growth, which leads to more blessings and abundance finding their way to you. Your team wants you to know that you are not alone in this fight and that they won't let you just give up. You'll be receiving a lot of synchronicities, confirmation, and angel numbers that resonate with the things that you're going through to remind you that you are so close to the success that you've been trying to manifest. They're reminding you that the struggles are now behind you, so be prepared to embrace your new life. Feel free to comment any angel numbers that have been resonating with you. For me lately, I've been seeing 313 a lot, and it has been in alignment with a lot of the things that I'm experiencing in life. The third message the collective received for this full moon in Virgo is to be open to expanding your knowledge, as this will prepare you for the next phase of your life. As spring is approaching, you will be receiving a bunch of new opportunities and experiences, and that will come with an influx of knowledge. Our spiritual teams are putting an emphasis on education and shaking off the laziness of the mind we may have developed during the winter, since winter is all about reflecting on what you already know. We're being asked to approach learning new things with a childlike sense of curiosity and lean into our imagination, to go into spring with the mindset of open-hearted learning. Allow your imagination to guide and inspire you. You'll be learning so many new things, like how to take better care of your body and to increase your financial resources, or you might even add a new hobby or habit into your routine. But you're also being reminded that there's still so much to learn about your spiritual connection with God and the energy around you. Expanding your knowledge also means deepening your spiritual growth, which is something our team is so supportive of. Your devotion to self-improvement and honoring your authenticity will be rewarded with a newfound wisdom and manifesting into blessings in your reality. Ask your team to help you transform into elegance and grace, to inspire you with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Also ask your team to help you protect the ones you love, to awaken your intuition and lend you some guidance. Both messages I feel are very perfect for the springtime. Receiving so much information can be overwhelming, so be sure that you have ways in your routine to stay grounded, like journaling or meditation, just to slow your racing mind. And speaking of, let's take a commercial break for those that need it. So this is not sponsored at all, but I recently got my hands on this prompted journal. It's called Seasons of You, a journal that follows nature. Right up my alley. It's literally like talking about the different things you learn in the different seasons of life and how it relates to what's going on in the earth. And it's by Kat Graham. She created this journal. She is the actress from Vampire Diaries, if you've ever seen that show. But like, not only is this journal just absolutely beautiful, the prompts are really deep and meaningful, and she also like shares bits of her life, so it's kind of also like a memoir too. It's a beautiful journal. It already has got me like pretty deeply in my feelings, but I'll also display somewhere on the screen 2 other journals that I don't have them yet, but I'm looking forward to them, especially the Back to You, I think that's what it's called. Oh my goodness. It seems so beautiful. It looks very aesthetic, but I'm gonna include in the description the TikTok that I saw of the creator explaining why she created the journal, and her intentions just seemed so pure and genuine. So they're all created by Black women. It is still February, Black History Month. So if you're looking for a way to support a Black-owned business while also increasing your own spiritual journey, I suggest one of these prompted journals. Really great for like taking advantage of these last few weeks of winter and the reflection. And yes, I'm rambling about journals, but like, oh my god, this is so pretty and it's been so helpful. It's already made me like cry, but like happy releasing tears. So yeah, that's all. The links will be in the description box. Let's get back to it. The fourth message we collectively received for this full moon in Virgo is be prepared to live in your purpose. We're going to be receiving so many spiritual downloads full of information the last few days of February. We're going to need that knowledge because the next phase of life is asking that we accept our higher calling and start living a different type of life. This wisdom is going to bring us so much emotional stability, which will be necessary for us in the spring as the pace of life picks up. So part of our preparation to live in our purpose is to remain composed to the sudden changes and to have the confidence knowing we are well equipped to handle all that life brings us. In order to live in your purpose, this next phase of life is asking that you take control and ownership over the direction of your life. And you may be presented with opportunities to be in position of authority, leadership, and taking on more responsibilities. Know that this phase of life will come with quick decisions and unstoppable actions that are divinely selected just for you. Remember, you have the courage and confidence needed to succeed. If this sort of personal assertiveness is something that's new to you, or if you're moving into this phase of life knowing that you're now going to be living in your purpose, it can be a slightly scary realization, but your team wants you to shift your perspective from fear to empowerment. Your angels are sending you bravery. Tell yourself, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave, mighty forces come to my aid. You have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Also, I just want to note how interesting this part of the reading is because of all the feline energy presented here. If you know anything about cats, you know you can't make them do anything they don't want to do. So, part of our preparation for living in our purpose is developing a strong will and sense of identity. Do not let anyone come in and tell you what you can and cannot do. You alone know what you're capable of, and your team is supporting you in boosting your own confidence. Your decisions do not need to make sense to anyone else but you, as you alone are living the life that God created for you. So, just remember that. Stand firm in your decisions. Believe in yourself the way God believes in you. The fifth and final message we collectively received for this full moon in Virgo is to leave unhealthy dynamics behind as we move into this new season of life. People and things in our lives have become accustomed to the way that we interact with them, but as we've been told, we're moving into this new phase of life with more assertiveness and confidence. This means that different experiences might challenge how we show up authentically in life. Our winter reflection could have brought us the realization of how in the past we lost our voice to something we've given a lot of our energy to, like a job, a relationship, or a friendship. Here is this number 2 again, reminding us that balance is needed in our lives, and that we need to start listening to our inner voice and release suppressed emotions we have about this dynamic we're in. Your team is going to help you find your voice to set boundaries to correct the imbalance in your life. Use this full moon energy to release codependency with someone or something in your life that's been draining your energy and lowering your vibration. Allow these last few weeks of winter to ground yourself in the stillness of earth, so by the time spring comes and the flowers bloom, you are ready to bloom as well. I really hope you enjoyed this reading and that you feel reassured and uplifted. Be on the lookout for my full moon in Virgo meditation that I hope helps you transition from winter to spring smoothly. As always, feel free to comment if this reading resonated with you. Like and share with your friends and family so that they can also receive some spiritual guidance. Thank you for being here. Talk to you soon.